Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 59. Holy shit, we were one more away from 60. Well, we got old man Jenkins on the call with us. No, but really, we got the crew here. That's what's up. We got Lauren, Antonio. Actually, new one of the crew here, but always been a part of the crew. But the crew, Pay, Snooks, Lauren. I think I said Lauren twice.
That's all right.
There's not two Laurens, but everyone's returning here for the big old.
But I got enough personality for two.
Okay.
I thank you for letting me back on here again.
Now, thank y'all for coming on, and shout outs to BCS. Everything about, last time we were back on, I think it was honestly, was it really the recap of Cedar Point and everything? Like,
It was.
Oh God, really need to recap this point.
no. I was saying that was the last time.
Please.
It was the recap of Cedar Point last time, yes.
But no, definitely make sure to follow
Now.
Black Coast Society on all the socials. What is y'all's bullshit? What y'all been up to? I know y'all been to trips. Y'all some takes from some news we covered before.
Profile.
When is the unpopular opinion segment?
Well, I guess that's right now.
Huh?
The unpopular opinion segment. I mean, yeah, I was saying like get your,
Oh hell.
say how you're doing. What's going on. You have anything you did recently, or you got any bullshit you gotta say? Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was just extra excited about the opinion segment.
That's basically right now.
I know where this is going.
What opinion do you have?
Oh well, I embarked upon a trip this past weekend.
God. You about to put him off the chat with. You about to put him off the cast.
I already know what this is. Actually.
My very first Vekoma suspended looping coaster.
Yes, sir.
I was not alone in that quest.
It's the Typhoon at Wild Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
where is?
I thoroughly enjoyed the SLC.
Wait. So let's
not.
backtrack real quick. Where exactly didn't this happen? What trip did you do for this, and where the heck is Wild Adventures?
Wow.
Because
The disrespect is unreal.
well, no, I truly don't know exactly where in the area it is. So I was saying for people, they could hit it up alongside for a Georgia trip.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's meant for
You gotta-
Georgia.
I truly do not mean for that to be cunty at all. Like,
This time west.
No, seriously. It is in Valdosta, Georgia, which is South Georgia, right off of I-75. It's probably like a mile and a half off the exit, and it's a cool little park.
She cute.
I'm
okay.
sorry, Brian, ending me right now, but I am so happy that you did enjoy it. I'm glad that you rode an SLC that was not a death trap.
It was.
So Antonio gang and test.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
Antonio,
that's
have you
right.
rode other SLCs? You rode other SLCs, correct?
I haven't ridden other SLCs, but listen,
Oh.
I like them. I like them rough. I'm an arrow guy all day long. I love all the arrows. But let me tell you, them hanging bands with them additional head pads that they
Yep.
have on.
They have
I
like
don't
these. They have like these almost like no cheat like kind of binders.
They're
So you
like
can't see.
gladiator shoulder pads.
Yeah, look, like it's already hard to see the person next to you in a B&M restraint, like with the over the shoulders. But the Vekomas take it a whole nother level. I know exactly what you're talking about. They have like, these weird contour out where it's like almost like a cover meant to hit the banger head.
Yeah.
Like,
Like a headbanger. Like it's
Yeah,
like
I did get one head slap towards the end of the ride, but that was the only one. I kind of knew how to hold my head because of being in B&M restraints in certain rides. You kind of hold your head.
No, but the really
forward a
bad
little bit.
ones, it don't matter. Because that's what makes them
Hey,
bad. So that one didn't sound too bad.
Uh,
That one didn't sound too
one-
bad, to be honest.
Wow.
That one in America is
Like-
not the same. Well, now I
Yeah,
don't know about
the one
West-
at America was horrible. Now the one
That
at
was
New
worse.
England, I like it.
Best. Yeah, that was
I
the
can
best one.
rewrite that, but I hear the one that Maurice paired
So-
is the best one.
So based on time, I skipped the one in New England. Well, I will get to that, but I'm just saying, I saw legs jiggling at every little track transition. Like, the legs jiggling. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm either going to ride this and wait 35 minutes and feel pissed on my 6-hour drive back, or ride like a Cyclone when it's warmed up and Superman, which I decided to do. I will be back at that park, though, so that's one reason why. I really like that park.
But then
Spoiler.
make sure you get that SLC credit.
Right, I'll be back to ride like a Cyclone, which is such an underrated RMC. Get Superman, which is a classic, but definitely of its time, is what I'll say. And, yeah, get everything I need, because I need the Boomerang and that there, and then I guess Quantum Accelerator. But yeah,
Get me
yeah.
started
So
on-
didn't y'all go to even over Georgia a bit too recently?
We did. We went Saturday.
I didn't go.
Over Georgia was nice. It was packed.
Proud of-
It was good to see the park back at capacity. So that means they making money, capital, right? So we
That
getting the
part.
stuff. But it was really, really nice. Like, I mean, Six Flags this year, from ground maintenance to just decorations for all the events, they have really gone all out this year. Like, Fright Fest was a good hunt this year. Like, it was actually like very well put together.
That's really good to hear, because like
Kudos for them.
generally I skip Six Flags and United Parks Resorts like haunts. Because I'm like, I just feel like Cedar Fair does it better on the regional level, but it seems like the past few years they've been catching up and realizing they were probably falling behind, because even when I've been seeing clips and stuff from Fiesta Texas, Magic Mountain, they look like they're pretty damn good. Even seeing some of the IPs they have, they're now really strong. I mean, literally stealing them from Universal.
Yeah.
Like
True.
that would, like I would say, like I think 2 of them are straight up were at HHN last year. So like it threw a lot of people off. That like, how is Six Flags gonna do this? I mean, does Over Georgia have like the IP ones? Did they have Stranger Things and like?
They
Yeah.
do have Stranger.
I saw Stranger Things.
So what are all the IPs that they have there? Saw?
They got Saw.
Oh shit! Yeah, they literally got some big IPs. Yeah.
They got a Camp Slasher. I guess that's kind of like the Sleepaway Camp franchise.
Okay, that's off-brand then.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like the off-brand ones more sometimes because I don't know what to expect.
True.
Like,
I personally didn't make it to a haunt, but I did make it to Busch Gardens, Tampa.
That's
mhm.
right.
About 2 weeks ago.
I was actually gonna make the joke. I'm like, wait, hold up. Lauren went to a park. Let's go. Jiro Gwazi. I'm so
I
happy
did
for
ride
her.
Gwazi.com.
Okay.
And I honestly still think, I'm sorry, it might be a hot take, but Gwazi is better than Still Vengeance in my opinion.
We'll take that. I mean, I'm looking at
Yeah.
my mural right now.
Got it.
I like that too.
Well, you
It's
know,
the hot take team now, though. It is after
I
the years are
disagree.
going by. I'm like, all right.
Definitely.
But hey,
Oh, and I got to
It's my
ride
number one
Phoenix
RMC.
Rising, which was a really cute little family coaster. It's got some sustained airtime on this little, I don't know if you want to call it a wave turn.
so actually has airtime.
for
Okay.
being but yeah, definitely. I think it has it about maybe 2 or 3 times. It's a cute little coaster.
Did you get any? Would you say there's good little positives for like basically a good entry for not just kids but anyone? Because I feel like that's not even just a coaster meant for just kids. Because like I know the height requirement is for it, but like I would say some adults will look at that and like that aren't coaster savvy, that aren't into the hobby. They're gonna be like, oh geez, that kind of looks kind of scary, like I'm like
It's definitely, it can be, I would say for 8 and under, it kind of looks a little menacing, not gonna lie. but they have like this automated queue line. They have this huge wall that has a phoenix that changes colors and flies all around, and it kind of gives Universal vibes a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you guys did there. It's cute. But it's a really long train. I think it's got like 7 or 8. What do you call them? Carts or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. I apologize, but
Hold up.
it's a little slower because it's a longer train.
I feel like for a family coaster, like I feel like you don't need a long train like that, but maybe sometimes it works. Sometimes it does. You know. I mean, just still if you want capacity, like.
No, if your train is longer than Gwazi and it's a kiddie coaster, it's something. Yeah, something not adding up.
I mean,
it's only one train though.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. It's they have a long train, but like one train ops, like.
Oh, yeah. It's not that long of a ride either, though. So.
Yeah, at least So
if Woodstock Express can have 2 trains, so can whatever Falcon's Fury Jr.
Hey Lauren, let me ask you this: how does it compare to like Dragon Flyer at Dollywood?
That's a good question. I hope it'd be better.
Oh, you breaking up?
Oh God!
It was a better, memorable experience. Can y'all hear me?
You can
now you're breaking up a bit, but for the most part, you said it's more memorable than Dragonflyer.
It is a more memorable experience than Dragonflyer. It truly, for me, but that's just my opinion.
So Mike would have at least a smirk. I mean, granted, he's on a B&M, so he's already having a little sexual experience there anyway. But yeah, I mean, he would actually, even for a family model, he's actually seen a little bit that's there. Because for me, I don't know what people truly see in Dragonflyer. I'm like, that is borderline a kiddie model. Like,
it's cute. The overbank is good. No, you can't be like that. That's real ugly. Real mean. Dragonfly has a cute turnaround.
Look, Dragonfly. Oh my God! I thought this was Cheetah Hunt POV. I'm like, I can't look at this. I'm sorry. No, we're looking at Serengeti Flyer.
Go there.
But no, and I'm literally.
You know what?
We're looking at a POV
like,
of that, but no, it's Serengeti Flyer.
Those are fighting words.
But no,
it really is.
Dragonflyer is like it should be called the Fly.
No, I like Dragon Flyer.
The Fly.
It should be called the Moth or something like that.
The Moth.
It's very rude, y'all. Very rude.
Rude as hell. But then when we start talking about Big Rupert.
Oh yeah, I accept it. I accept it. I'll take it on the chin.
I don't understand the hate against Cheetah Hunt either, because I just feel like that's such an amazing experience coaster. Now it's not like a top tier Intamin.
Okay.
But it's still an amazing coaster. No,
it's a bottom tier Intamin. That's what it is.
Baby,
that is a blemish. That is a
blemish
blemish on their resume. That's what it is.
It is not.
I thoroughly enjoy Cheetah Hunt. It has lots of things, and it also has cheetah.
Right, listen to episode 58. Hey, listen to episode 58 if you want to make sure to hear the objective facts about Cheetah Hunt right now, all right? The actual episode before this.
That haterade or that misery in my life.
Big Rupert can kiss the backside of my RMC 208 having ass. Do you hear me? Big Rupert can eat shit. Excuse me, I can't cuss. Can I cuss on here?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm a little lethargic right now. I forgot.
Big Bear all day.
Of course. Basically, of course. I should have lied to you. I should have been like, what the hell? I should have been like, what is wrong with you? Why are you fucking cussing?
Well,
I'm a pig.
It's like a train. It's like a really nice train.
I could sit
And
back
it's long
throw
like
my
a train,
arm
and
on
it
the
goes
next
all around the
chairs,
train like a
you know.
train. It's a train. Y'all love the train.
Wait, excuse me?
Doesn't Big Bear Mountain have tire lunches?
No, they're LIMs. They're LIMs. They're still LIMs. All right.
It sure feels
Barely.
like it.
Okay, that's some cap. That's some cap.
That is not cap.
No, I don't know how. See, this is what I mean. People.
That lunch feels like a ride on a dolphin. That's like a dolphin.
You see, this is what I mean. As people
and like
would trade Cheetah Hunt, they would trade their good ass coasters for that horrible, overrated ass coaster. Like generally, like I gave it to them. They would probably take Cheetah Hunt over George Surfer. It's one of the worst family models ever made. They'd probably take Cheetah Hunt over George Surfer.
No,
I wouldn't even take that. I'll keep my little surfboard. I ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I do
I don't know why
we should have the surfboard to give a little bit more thrill, but I do enjoy Cheetah Hunt very much for all the haters out there.
It's feeling chunty.
High rollers land.
Enjoy having lap bars.
And good operations.
How you doing? And you said in bad operations?
No, and good operations because they don't want out there.
They did when I went.
At Cheetah Hunt? Ain't no way.
Yep.
Well, how long?
Station wait was maybe 3 minutes.
Well, that's the why. There's a station wait.
Maybe 3 minutes.
If you throw in a 10-minute wait on the top of that, they are all of a sudden shitting their pants and sweating. I need a break. Oh my god. Those if you look at SeaWorld parks, when you throw any sort of actual normal weight at them, they are literally shitting themselves. It's so sad. They're so used to their parks being dead that they're like, oh shit, you know, like, oh, this is how it is, you know. And then anytime they gotta work for an hour, actually, okay, it's over. It's over. The efficiency is out the fucking window. Oh man.
Was suspended.
Well, I had a glorious time.
That's good. Because he said like what? Yeah, the whole day there. Guazi was walk on. Montu walk on.
Everything was
Montu was trash.
Now, see, that's what I'm saying. If they're fucking up, then they're really fucking up.
I'm not gonna sit him here and say that Montu is trash because I don't feel like it is. It's definitely
she got some thick thighs. She got some thick thighs.
I love it.
Yeah,
Montu was good. She was doing her
I
little
had a
one.
good ride on it last time I was there.
It does this one too, for real.
I like it better than Raptor.
She got
it better than Banshee.
She got some junk in the trunk back there.
I don't know about that part.
Y'all know Afterburn is my girl though.
Afterburn is the best one, but
I like Banshee best. And
Banshee is in contention though. I can see it, but people will call you high for
Banshee is good. Banshee is fun for what it is.
I like Banshee and Talon.
And the reason why I say that is because Banshee is very, very graceful. Like I feel like it's really an elite when it comes to an invert. It's nothing like another invert.
No.
Yeah, because all the other ones are whippy. They are very fast transitions. Where these are very long, but they pull very sustained positives. Where normally those are only pulled in like the helixes and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Like the most intense moments on like Batman are the helixes and stuff. Like you're after you go through the loops.
Like the only thing
at the end on Batman clones.
Yeah.
And mainly Bonita at Over Georgia.
Yes, that one.
She will rip the whole. She will take your feet off and throw them over the Mindbender.
I'm telling you, I felt like an amputee. No disrespect, I felt like an amputee that last ride I got on it. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And that was that back row at night. That row at night.
You might mess around and become an amputee on that ride. That thing is crazy.
Yeah. Is that the only Batman clone that just got rocks up under it?
We got the best.
Probably so.
I mean,
'Cause I was in the
No,
parking lot.
the one at my park
I'm
got it.
I'm sorry, like, but if we're gonna talk about scenery and any of the Batman clones, I'm just gonna end that conversation right there because
I
Well,
feel
I
like
was
my
just trying to
park
figure out
and
why
other
that one is so
Georgia-
intense, and I was wondering if the Bronx had anything to do with it.
oh, because your sensory of thinking you're gonna be close to hitting the rocks and adrenaline and yeah. No. I will say
It's the one that
Ew,
like the Great White.
I
It's
thought this
very
man was
slow
fake
and-
on this ad, by the way.
Hey.
Hmm?
Well, look. I think ours is so fast paced because I think it's haunted.
What?
You think so?
You know what? They kill about 3 people, and I think they just all combine.
Oh
their forces
Lord,
and
yeah,
just-
you're right.
Wait, does it actually
So
have
it's just
3
hungry
deaths?
for blood. Is that what you're saying?
It at least has 2
Yeah.
for sure. I'm thinking it might have 3,
Damn, rest in peace. I didn't know that.
or either
Right.
it was 2 deaths
Yeah,
and like some broken legs. Or
They
something.
didn't have no business being behind that
No.
restricted area.
Yeah, it was the I think it was like a 16-year-old boy, and that was in 2008. I'll never forget that.
Trying to get his
And
phone.
then I think someone fell off of the platform, like one of the workers.
Yep. He was okay. One of the workers was in whatever unauthorized zone, and they said some girl when they came off the lift hill or something hit him in the head with her feet.
I wonder did it break her foot.
It did break her feet. That's what I'm about to say. I think it broke her leg, her whole leg, actually.
Oh my Jesus!
Mm-mm.
It broke her whole leg. So she was literally had to endure that intense ride with a broke leg. Do you know my nerves would have been in overdrive? Baby.
I would hope that your body would typically just go into shock, and you not really knowing what's
That is
going
not funny.
on.
Right.
Who
That
laughed?
is not funny. I think Snoots did. Oh no, he did. Antonio did.
This man.
Oh my
Don't
Lord!
do me like that.
Y'all are messing. Y'all are really messing. All right, Wes, let's keep going. You know.
Anyone got hot takes here? Well, I guess. What did you like about the SOC? Go all the way back there.
Nothing.
yeah.
Me?
Not Antonio. You need to live for the Lord.
Not a damn thing.
You didn't like nothing about it for real. You didn't even like the back row.
I like the paint scheme. It was real cute.
Oh, we gave
The
Deja.
layout was nice, but I feel like that ride needs to really trade those Toyota Super Trains in and get them some Teslas, because this is just
Toyota Super Trains.
it felt like I was riding in a damn Toyota Tercel across the track.
Not the for sale.
So I get what you're
Ooh.
saying because I mean, for me, after riding Great Knott Racer, I will never ride any other SOC that hasn't had its whole track reprofiled ever again. Cause like that's the game changer, right? Like the parks will always and I get it costs so much money. It costs like at least $1,000, like $1 million, $2 million, probably more, just to get 2 new trains. But like the reprofile, I feel like should be the main thing you do first, and I think it's around the same. No, it probably is more. You're probably it's probably putting in track length, probably especially now like 5-8 mil is what I'm guessing for a track reprofile, which they're like, oof, just give me new trains. But I'm like, honestly, it's worth it because you can truly appreciate the layout at that point. You can because even when I do ride SOCs, you can see like they're intense and they're fun. They have good whippy transitions. It's just beating you the fuck up. On the really bad ones, right? On the really bad, like T3, Mind Eraser at Six Flags America, those are the fucking worst.
That one at Six Flags America rocked me to the complete white meat.
Like, you know, if I really want to get an answer out of someone,
I could not believe that was even that was legal for that ride to even be able to run.
If I was interrogating someone, I dead ass would just put them back to back on whatever Mind Eraser is now. I forgot what's Dr. Screamore's Skywander or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely just be like, I'd be like, so you're not gonna tell us what we're gonna bust your kneecaps, so send you over here on Dr. Screamore's Mind Eraser, and be like, no, please, not again. Enjoy your ride. No. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do.
Thunder at OWA. Tropic Clouds.
I haven't. So wait, you just say Thunderbolt, the Zamperla model?
Yeah, you can, but you gotta specifically put them on Rolling Thunder at Tropic Falls, because
so that one's worse.
They will give it up, and they will give it up before they get up the lift hill.
Are you serious?
That's it.
Felt like he was riding in a shopping cart.
Thunderbolt is worse.
Walmart
Thunderbolt is
down
bad.
Piggly Wiggly.
Not the
Thunderbolt
Piggly
is
Wiggly,
bad.
the Hoggly Woggly.
It
Thunderbolt
does
is
look like a
bad. So I
shopping
can
cart, though.
imagine how that one is.
So, is there? I feel like, actually, no. You went and you rode Sandy Snooks, and you felt like they tuned down the launch or something. Like,
Yeah, I do, cause you used to get whipped through that Immelman, and now it's nothing but hang time. Yeah,
I mean, hang time's
yeah.
good. I don't know about hang
Hang
time.
time is good, but I just know that they slowed it down a bit. So that was I still enjoyed it, whatever. I still like going backwards better than like going forward. Backwards was still good, but I still noticed like, hang time on the Immelman. And it was never like that.
That's crazy.
Well,
Speaking of new to coasters, they've turned the trim down on Mindbender, and it's almost back to riding like it was, and almost in its original form.
they actually
Melinda's
toned it
was
down.
working out.
Baby, oh yeah. Melinda had it going on for real. Like, I don't know, maybe because it's soaked under that water or something, but yeah. Margaret was kicking.
Yeah, we're gonna see
enjoyed it.
we're gonna see Matricia derail because it's going too fast.
But not Patricia. Morticia.
No.
Morticia.
We're gonna see Marjorie take up too much for her own. You know what I'm saying? I think she's kicking too high for her own good right now. Cause I don't think they're ready for that ride to be running good like that.
Right.
Because you got to maintain it when it's running like that. The reason why you guys trimmed it is because you didn't want to maintain it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confused, but at least it's running better for y'all.
You know they have the shorter train, so maybe it's not as much wear and tear on it, but
That would make sense.
Because they're gonna give Sylvia a treatment like that too.
Who is Sylvia?
Shockwaves. Sheila.
I'm screaming.
Sheila.
yeah, they definitely need to do something with that one.
Sylvia Mahone.
Sheila Williams, aka Shockwave.
Listen, all I know is I need to get back on Ariana.
Ariana is
Yes,
right.
you definitely need to come back because that thing is consistently running in the low 40s.
And I know who will be coming back / getting some of them will be getting new rides is Buzzbars, as they will be making their way for the Georgia Wobble. Let me actually see exactly. Go to the Discord, but they're gonna be there from the 15th of November to the 17th.
It's a party. I can't wait.
I can't find it. I found it. Sorry, but as I finally found here, it's Wobble Force 300. So.
300 wood.
I have no clue why they call it. I just think it's because of Millennium Force, but yeah.
Well, I get to ride Wicked and Cannibal in 2 days.
Nobody's jealous. Nobody's jealous. Because he know that means I'm completely jealous. Damn it!
Now, what I will say, you didn't bring up Primordial, but that could be cute too.
It might be. I'm not going. I don't have any hopes for that, but I might come up with a different. The next time we air, I might have a review about it. But y'all MFers are gonna get to do tattoo. I didn't get to do tattoo because it was closed, so I'm jealous.
Baby, I might get on that thing naked if I can. When I tell y'all, I've been waiting for tattoo since 2006. I've been waiting on her thick ass.
It's gonna rock you.
I've been waiting. Not
Now,
rock.
X2 gonna tear your ass up.
It's gonna tear you at least 5 assholes.
It's look at least five of them. It won't and it won't tear you loose. And when you get off, it's gonna say, "Come here, get back on again."
Get back on, right?
Yeah, so
you are going to be so thrown off because you're gonna be like, this is literal fucking chaos and I cannot stop it.
Okay. I'm glad y'all brought that up, Lauren, because I really want to ask Wes. Wes, what is your two things. What is your biggest anticipation for the trip? But also, what are your expectations from X2 though?
So X2, but I'm expecting X2 to be I'm expecting it to be top 15.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not expecting it to. If it ranks top 10, I'm not expecting it to rank high in the top 10. And I'm just being honest. But top 10 for me is like, that's high.
That's my number.
That's fucking high.
Wes, listen, I need you to be somewhere in the vicinity, maybe behind me or something.
Wes, I need you to me so I can make sure.
I just want to hear Wes' reaction.
Because I'm trying to think because it's so untraditional to what a normal culture does, if I'm going to like it more or if I'm going to like it less.
I think you don't like it more, Wes. For some reason, I'm having this vision. I can see you get off like, what the fuck?
No, I'm just frozen on the train. You come. I leave the station and you see me, or you get up, and then you turn around, and I'm a fucking mannequin. I don't even exist anymore.
Wes,
you just see a black ass mannequin. That's what I'm. That's what I hope happens.
Wes, I need for you to be seated next to me so I can make sure that your seatbelt is buckled correctly, because you will not be getting any airtime on X2.
I'm gonna let the ride do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying?
I hope I agree.
I'm gonna let whatever the restraint does, because I don't even think that's going to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if even I left with the station with it, the positives are gonna crush it back on me anyway. And that's exactly what I mean with a lot of time with these layouts. Is like, people try to leave the station with. I'm like, it's not even worth it. Like, just ride the ride. Like, some rides it's worth it, and that's why you be leaving me where I have another person's body length.
Listen.
On top with a restraint, but it's green when we're good. But that's because I'm riding Airy. If I'm riding Skyrush, I really don't care. If I'm riding, you know what I'm saying? If I'm riding whatever, a looping coaster, I really don't care. And that is a 4D dimensional coaster. The first of its kind. I'm pretty sure, like, there's probably going to be 0G moments, but I doubt there's going to be airtime moments beside the drop. Right, beside the drop. Which, yeah.
Well,
I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
Y'all better have the paramedics waiting for my ass at the exit, because I get emotional when I ride some shit that I've been looking at forever and been wanting to ride forever, because when I'm telling y'all, and it may sound so pathetic, but when I rode Mr. Timbers, I could have cried when I first got off that ride. I was that is what I've been waiting for. But I'm just saying, I really feel like I'm going to have that. It's going to be like a religious experience.
I've only had that with 3 rides in my entire life.
Really? What rides were those?
Oh, I'll go off. It's my top 3. It was Voyage.
Voyage.
It was Guangzhou. And it was Area Force 1. All 3 of those rides. And then even
number 2?
Guazi. Like, it's literally on the High Rollers page. It shows the moment where Alex pulls out his phone after they have the pouch. He pulls it on the brake run, and he just sees me turn around. I'm just like, what the fuck did I just experience? Like, those rides that day were. Ugh. I could have died there that day.
I mean, you can't believe you rode those, and I can't believe my home park is Great Adventures.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Speaking of which, we got to get to that.
I just want to ask y'all, are y'all excited about the prospects of getting a new asshole on X2?
Listen, when you ride it, you got to put your feet up on the seat. You will feel so safe, I promise you.
On the seat?
Yes, put like you about to push out a baby, but put your feet on the seat. I promise you, you will feel so much better. I did that.
Well, hopefully my thighs are heavy enough that I have to do all that.
I swear
I've never had a baby. I don't know if I know what to do.
But I wasn't about to be no GP and go to the ride. I was like, hey, no one never slipped out. Like, that's so GP, but I just know how to ride X2. I know how to ride it too, but yeah.
I can't wait. I want to just take it for what it is.
And if you don't
That's
put your feet up on
exactly
the
what it is. You gotta take it for what it
Yeah, I
is.
gotta
you
have
gotta
it
take it for what it is, but if you don't put your
good or
seat up,
bad.
if you don't put your feet up on the
So,
seat,
which
your
day
legs are
is
gonna be beat.
everybody? Is everybody going Thursday? Is it Thursday and Friday for Magic Mountain, and then Knott's on Saturday?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a bit of a
Wait. They got flopped.
no. So I think that it's set to whereas it's supposed to be Magic Mountain Thursday, Friday, and Knott's on Saturday. We were only doing Knott's because we're getting there Wednesday because of the way that the flight times were set up for us in Atlanta. So that's why we were like, okay, well, we'll get there early Wednesday. And so Mike was like, well, why don't y'all go to Knott's that day? Because we were just going to do Magic Mountain and not even do Knott's at all. And so we was like, oh, snap. Yeah, we can go to Knott's Wednesday.
I'm going to go to Natasha on Saturday.
You say you're going to do what?
I'm going to Natasha on Saturday.
Not Natasha. Not Tasha. But yeah, so we'll do that Wednesday. So if you do come in Wednesday, it will probably be like me, you pay, and Mike. We do Knott's. And then Thursday and Friday, Magic Mountain. And then Saturday, I guess the rest of everybody else will go to Knott's.
We gonna try
Natasha.
And probably Thursday night.
Yeah, because I think like some of the other people are coming in like Thursday, whatever. So
Will Ryan and what you call, but Carry On, he probably gonna be at everything.
He might. I know he said he at least made one of the Magic Mountain days for sure.
I'm excited for Accelerator too.
What happened?
I'm excited for Accelerator.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, so y'all,
another hydraulic lunch.
So this is a milestone trip for me. So over the summer, Lauren and them were able to get my 200 credit, which was the voyage. And so this trip, I was actually gonna let American Revolution, the new Revolution, be my 250th, but I think it's gonna be Accelerator.
Yeah.
You said that you wanted Hurricane and Fun Spot to be your 250.
Brian, I will close you out this Discord.
I'm crying.
And I'm not even
about to say nothing bad about the Hurricane.
Baby, Hurricane, Helene should have took that shit with her.
Leave Hurricane alone.
To the damn Atlantic. Damn. I love Fun Spot though, but ooh baby, that Hurricane needs to go.
I'm just upset because y'all really let me get on that thing, thinking that it was just, just a regular.
Well,
me and Lauren
blame Cathedral for that shit. That's Cathedral.
They gonna move the Wildcat from the Cobb County Fairgrounds over there, and then they're gonna Gene Staples is gonna buy Scorpion and put it at one of their parks.
I thought we were getting Scorpion at Fun Spot.
We was, but Gene Staples made a higher bid.
Would he offer $200,000?
Yeah, he gonna get King the Car too and put it at.
No, he ain't.
Are they gonna put it right next to America Looping?
Look, he gonna buy King the Car for $350,000. That's it.
No, all
right. He better not do my ride like that. I love King the Car.
Yeah, I just know I am excited to be at new parks. I've been to Socal.
Yep.
West Coast.
I'm being in this new
we
place.
gonna be on the West Coast.
It actually makes sense for my name now.
It's funny. We're all going to the West Coast for different parks this week.
I'm going to Silverwood next year outside the group.
Oh, and I'm going to. So
yeah, I'm going 3.
All we got to do is figure out the flights because I'm goddamn going to Silverwood.
That's gonna be a mini meet,
and I need to be there for 2 days. I need 2 days there because I don't know the next time I'm gonna be able to ride a giant inverted become a boomerang.
Yeah, and I get to ride those fake woodies.
I'm going out there to get me a.
Don't do that, Wes.
Listen, I need to see how much Titan or 208 3-track is on them bitches because I'm sorry, like.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm about to get to my full review of Boulder Dash. And
see.
Spoiler alert, that's not a Woody, in my opinion.
Because you laid the way you laid Boulder Dash out though.
No,
and that was
I do like it a lot. I have my rankings right now.
He's lying, y'all.
No, I really do I really like that. It's one of the best scenic. That is generally, you can almost classify that as a mountain coaster because it truly is. There's no taller support than like the camelbacks at the very end.
God, that's crazy.
It is insane how they use the terrain on that coaster. But
yeah, that is.
Before I even get to that, does that what else did everyone do? I want to make sure we got everyone, even the dumb stuff. Any other opinions?
Oh, I went to Canova's for the first time this year. Loved it.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I generally love that park too much.
Twister Dream.
I love that park too much.
Let me tell you, everything is good there. I mean, Phoenix is bomb ass. Impulse is amazing. Flying Turns is actually like a good ride. Like it's probably one of the best bobsled coasters that I have ever ridden. It's smooth as
yes.
All right, then.
And then when you move when you move with the hairpins, it actually is kind of crazy. Like
it's very crazy. Like it's kind of borderline out of control.
No, yeah, I thought it was gonna be weak and like just of its time.
It wasn't weak at all.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a grandmother.
It's the layout too. Like,
you said it looks like a grandmother? I can't.
It does. It does. That roller coaster looks like a grandmother.
I'm telling you, don't sleep on it at all because that bobsled coaster.
Let me not sleep on Fiona.
And it's got it has 2 lift hills on it. So
don't sleep on good Greta.
Greta, I'm screaming.
That was the least favorite new ride of the year. I did not like Good Gravy at all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was a family ride themed to. Well, it's a kid ride themed as a family ride.
I love the Vekoma Himalaya. That was nice.
What is that?
Snoopy Soapbox Racer.
I'm screaming, not the Himalayas.
Because it go in that little circle and it look like the Himalayas.
I'm screaming.
No, out of those two, they're negligible. They're both kiddie models, in my opinion. But I like the theming on Good Gravy.
Ass pops.
Listen to like the HW1 recap for all that. But I will say like I think my 2 rides were definitely amplified from the culture. Being with Buzz Bars and then having the Zen ride. The first night was literally me, Lauren. I think we all had our own our own cups, our own Good Gravy cups when we went there.
Y'all was rolling out the station like y'all was in the gravy boat.
Yeah, and we were high rolling, so you already knew.
And I'll be a part of that next time. How you doing?
Amen.
But no, like Good Gravy for what it is, the park needed it. But I do think they need something above Good Gravy too.
They need a big Rupert out there.
Yes.
Jesus, no.
But Common need to come out there and get them a big sour laser.
Maybe being them will come and build them an invert.
No, they too shaky right now. We don't need that.
Not everything.
We don't need no back as roller coasters.
Now y'all talking, but what if they mess around and get a flying Vekoma? New gen, obviously.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Holland would do that. They really would.
I could almost see it.
No, that would be really good at that park. In fact, I can see that's probably why. In fact, I can see why they're building up that Vekoma resume there.
Yeah,
that portfolio because I mean, they're one of the few that had them first anyway. The first family model here, full scale.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're adding something Vekoma with the dark ride that's going in Wildwood Grove, but after that, it's pretty clear. They'd be done with Wildwood. They've won so many awards for it, and it's not even finished yet, that they're like, all right, let's focus on something else. I mean, it is a real, honestly, I would have taken my nieces and nephews there years ago when they were, around that age group, like the 4 to maybe 10, 4 to 8. They would have loved Wildwood, to be honest. They would have spent a good amount of time there. And even when I'm there, it's it's really pretty. It's really well done. I mean, once it really has trees growing around there, especially around Big Bear Mountain, after the next few years, it's really gonna fill it out and look even better. So yeah, I think Wildwood they did a good job of that. But I do agree with Brian. After all that, it's time. It is
It's
time.
time. It's time. I've been saying it. I'm like, y'all know I love D-Dub, but
D-Dub. I like that. Oh, that's really good.
D-Dub, listen, I love D-Dub, but I can't go back until they build something else that's thrilling now. Just saying, let's go and get this hyper or get this extreme spinner.
You
One of the
see,
two.
I go to D-Dub every year just for the Serenity.
I was
Like,
just about to say, I just
It's
love the
beautiful,
vibe of
especially
it.
in the fall. Oh my! Like right now would be.
You guys
insane.
did go fall. That seems so magical. You guys literally rode like the last days of October, I think. Lightning rod and all that.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, because I said I had basically I went early October to the like Massachusetts area with in Connecticut, and that was already very pretty. But I can imagine now it's just looking literally golden across everything. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, gold and red.
You know what D-Dub could do to make me come back? She could throw in one of those Vekoma suspended thrill coasters over there in the little new expansion area.
That would be nice too.
She got to do more than that.
No, because I'm really looking forward to being in that position on a coaster and getting airtime. Can you imagine what that feels like?
Yeah, I could totally see them going that route too, and especially if it is cheaper. I could,
and
I
you can theme
I wouldn't be mad at a custom STC.
And they can theme it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if it's in the woods, that would be dope. Even though it probably wouldn't, but if it did, that would definitely be great. I would rather see the flyer, I think, but the STC would still be.
I guess I'm against the STC because they already have Dragonfly.
Oh yeah,
but that's the key.
So they probably wouldn't get that. You right.
Yeah, but like, this is just like the Phoenix Rising and Montu and whatever BG Dub is getting, and having Alpengeist. It's like, I guess it works because like honestly, I could I do see it, but I'm just like, I'd rather have unique models with every rad.
Yeah, but I feel like the difference when you're looking at like Phoenix Rising and Montu, like the size difference is just ridiculous.
Yes, yeah.
But see, I do feel like with Dragonflyer and you having an STC, it's like the STCs aren't huge. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, I hear a lot of times that, like Pace said, they do have airtime, but I hear that, like, the inversions and stuff are, like, just kind of really graceful. So it's like, I don't know if they would go that route. I felt like if they did, it might be the Flyer instead of the STC. I don't see Dollywood being that way. I don't see Hersham being that way, like, with Dollywood. Or still, giving them something that's just too similar in feeling.
Mm-hmm. Lauren, what do you think? If you could add something after they're done with Wildwood Grove, you are in charge of Dollywood for 2027 and beyond for the next 5 years. What do you add in there?
Hyper.
Okay, what kind of hyper though? Is it B&M?
I was gonna say Mac or Mach.
No, I will say, out of all parks, I think that park with its terrain would be very well with the B&M hyper. It wouldn't just be a flat pot of land or somewhere just off of the beaten path of the park at a flat pot of land.
They gotta really take advantage of it though. Like,
right.
I don't need them to go like shortchanging and building something. I'm sorry, like Candemonium and stuff like that. Like, we don't need that.
But yeah, Lauren, if you were to add anything, what would you add?
To Dollywood?
You can even be specific as the plot of land, like the area. You can even theme it.
Dollywood, what do they need? I would say something that would be on brand for them. Maybe cliche because their sister park has one, but I'd say a mock spinning coaster.
Yeah, that would be a really good. Yeah. I think anything mock B&M or Vekoma, which I know Kieran for me saying B&M, but like I'm just being realistic. Like,
I feel like it'd be B&M or either mock To be honest,
They definitely need something that more high capacity because they don't really have anything that's high capacity at that park except for
Wild Eagle.
Wild Eagle.
You're kind of right. I mean, I guess Thunderhead kind of could be because it does have a lot, but it really can't only run 2 trains, I think, because there's no mid-course. So, I mean, they could probably try to run 3, but it probably would end up being more inefficient at that rate.
That's true. Damn, Pay made a good point though.
Yeah, they don't have capacity, and they're getting bigger. They're a resort. Yeah, having capacity is definitely a big thing.
I definitely feel like they might go be in them then. Like he said, that's a good ass point.
At the same time, though, Maka's shown to do a very good job with their routes of capacity, especially when it comes to like their multi-car rides. Like Voltron, I am so shocked that has not fallen to any sort of long-term, like that opening year. Like everyone's been looking at Top Thrill 2, Hyperia. Voltron has been running fine. People and giving nothing but gleaming reviews about. I haven't heard
anything about Voltron having any extensive downtime with all of that technology on that ride. That is crazy.
So
that's insane.
And like, shit, it's easily over 1,200 people. And that's just putting it lightly. Like, if you do the actual math, it's probably more. But like, because I think they have 6 cars running on it. Like,
insane.
Yeah, I need more of that. Because these perks be adding, like, I mean, Snook's left, but because he wanted to talk about Siren's Curse. It's just like, at a park like that, I don't know if Siren's Curse is necessarily, the best bet. I get you're going for the first tilt, but we'll see, because Codaland, I guess, got a kick in the end, got a spark under their ass.
Yeah, they got a good start.
That's a good segue, too, because we're going to Codaland right after that. But I do gotta get.
I don't care what anybody says. Siren's Curse was not for Cedar Point. That ride was totally not for Cedar Point. That shit was definitely from Six Flags Mexico. And
ask y'all something. Have y'all seen both of the towers on the 2 different coasters, Siren's Curse and the one at Codaland?
Mm-hmm.
The one at Codaland looks like the old school tower. It has a whole lot of stuff, but the one at Cedar Point.
Oh yeah, I know. I see what you're talking about.
But do y'all think that may have not being funny, but do you think it may have something to do with like tornadoes or something? I don't know if that area is in Tornado Alley or not. Like
that kind of would make sense, but when you look at the rendering from when it was gonna go to Energylandia, it kind of had the same structure that Pei is talking about. Like, it had a very, it was, like, looks like the, what is it, 0G Max Coaster, Tow Coaster, whatever, the park in Taiwan that has it.
Yeah.
It looks very similar to that. Like, it's a whole bunch of, like, big scaffolding supports. Like,
it almost looks like an oil rig.
Right. Which would be really good theming, honestly, for a park, by the way.
It would. Definitely would.
But I truly think it should have gone to 3 hours down south and the Vortex plot. But realistically, it should have stayed at Six Flags America, or not America, sorry, Six Flags Mexico, because that lineup at top 3 would have been awesome.
Man, what? Superman, that, and Medusa?
Yeah.
Great A.
That would have been so unique.
Yes. Right. That's a very
and then that's the stuff that's like a reason to go. It's like that's a novel lineup. Like
yeah.
And
yeah, they really could have took that. I mean, they could have put that Siren's Curse right there at the front at Great Adventure and moved that damn boomerang somewhere else.
At Great Adventure. Oh, talking about the Flash.
Yeah, Flash. I just don't think Flash is for Great Adventure. It needs to go somewhere else, like a St. Louis or over Texas. Not over Texas because they got Mr. Freeze, but definitely it could have went to what's the name?
St. Louis or like a maybe America.
Yeah, or America.
America probably could have used that.
Yeah, I would have actually bought 2 of them and gave one to America and give one to St. Louis.
St. Louis. Damn, that sounds like you just feel sorry for them.
No, they need a coaster. They need some. They need to either
ask some of those lower tier Cedar Fair parks or old Cedar Fair parks when the last time they got some coasters.
Well, baby, I wouldn't put Flash at Michigan's Adventure if that's what you insinuate.
I think from what they were saying, Michigan Adventure is just it's kind of locked into what it has already. If they get something, it may be something like a flat ride or something like that. But Michigan's Adventure is not open like Cedar Point and everybody else is because it's a lot further north. So their season is not long like some of the other parts.
Yeah, but apparently their attendance is really good. I think.
From the source I saw, I was so shocked seeing essentially it's a big breadwinner of probably some of these additions were probably paid recently from Cedar Fair because of Michigan's Adventure. Just a little extra chump change. It actually does really well for that area, and the people just keep going.
Wow.
And from what I understand, they don't have a whole lot in that region of the United States.
Exactly.
So they don't have to add nothing there. And it's kind of like one of them things, theme parks think like we do too. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Because the reason, we were talking about, over Georgia gonna dive by 26, that's because they are trying to get the attendance up at Over Georgia because they're looking at numbers of the city. Atlanta has over I think 6 or 7 or 8 million people that live here. Then you're looking at Carowinds. Carowinds is Atlanta's a lot bigger than Charlotte is, but it's still a major city with other cities.
Growing city.
And growing city, yeah.
So it's those next two large investments are definitely going to be going to Over Georgia and Carowinds. Carowinds being the flagship part where the corporate office is, Atlanta just because of where it is in proximity to everything else.
Yeah. And the Cedar Fair people said that they feel like, that Over Georgia has a bright future. Yeah. I feel like once they can get their reputation up in customer service for sure, but they've been doing better this year. And then
it has
get some decent capital investments. I definitely think that they'll.
So the other part I was trying to figure out why St. Louis doesn't get the recognition. One, St. Louis is not that populated, number one, and then two, Aurora is not down the street. It's not like how Austell and Fort Mills is to Charlotte and Austell is to Atlanta. We're literally downtown Atlanta is literally 15 minutes from Six Flags.
Right.
And same with Carowinds. Downtown Charlotte is literally 15 minutes, but Aurora is
not far.
Aurora is 30 to 45 minutes from St. Louis.
Shit. I never knew that.
I be knowing more than I think I do sometimes.
Never knew that. But I mean, hey, that's a good point. I mean, it is out the way.
Y'all, I think I'm in the wrong profession.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is the water ride going to Carowinds, I forgot what it is. They need that because they literally don't got one. So that's already a start. In my opinion, if I were to game plan a lot of these parks, I'm not gonna do all of them, but Cedar Point, you got the coasters. Just focus on everything else. Water rides, dark rides, operations, maintenance, making new bathrooms. I wish I was joking about that last one, but just overall park experience.
Piss me off.
Because that's generally what is that is the most it has it all there. It has it all. But when you experience it, unless you just look past everything or you're local and you got fast lane, which I get, dealing with this is rough. Going there going out of your way to go to Cedar Point and dealing with how big it is, but it's not even dealt with efficiently is very annoying. So just dealing with park experience is just the main thing. And that is, I think the main thing is they have a hard time getting people. especially after all the talk about how their stuff was happening with their dorms, and they're really not having people, go out of their way to want to go to work out the roller coaster anymore. But hopefully they can get it, get it out there that the culture is fixed. Hopefully it is fixed, right? That to the point where you have people wanting to be there, bringing in and making memories again, because they're a resort. They said Cedar Point Resort. They have all this stuff going there, but they act not like a resort. So,
right,
they act like a regional park still, which is I get you want to keep that vibe, but you are
clean it up, Cocor.
You are dealing with, I don't know. Your shoes are bigger than you think. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways,
and their employees weren't the friendliest.
Yeah.
Not saying that it was just terrible, but I know I ran into a guy at Steve, and he, we got to talking. He was like, "Where you from?" And I told him I was from Georgia and stuff. And he was like, "You just doing Cedar Point?" And I was like, "No," I said, "I'm doing Kings Island." He was like, "You're gonna enjoy Kings Island." And I was like, "I kind of figured that," and he didn't lie. He did not lie. If I make my way back up that way, I'm going to Kings Island. I'm sorry. Love you, Maverick. Love you, Steve. But I'm just saying.
Oh, and last thing,
I just feel like that was such a weird experience, and it sucks because Cedar Point was my home park, and I've never had an experience like I did this year. That was probably the worst. So as much as it pained
on a Monday,
upset me, I want to give them another chance, but I was so deeply hurt that it will be a while before I give them another chance.
It's fair. I mean, you want to respect your time, and you want to have a good trip. We obviously want to go on these coasters and all this stuff, but in my opinion, we are spoiled in America, where we can go so many places and have great coasters still. Because that's the point I was gonna get to, is
in a close proximity too.
Right, in my opinion, people gas up the lineup at Cedar Point, but they're just like a lot of other lineups in my opinion. Sorry,
come on, Wes.
They got Steel Vengeance, they got Maverick, and they got depending on where you put it. For me it's Magnum, but some people put Millennium Forest, some people put another ride. That's it. After that, okay, Blue Streak. Sorry, Blue Streak slaps. Blue Streak is but after that, come on. Come on.
You better preach, Wes.
Raptor, I'm sorry. Gatekeeper,
Blue
okay.
Streak was the best ride.
I love Gatekeeper.
And Lauren was looking at me crazy when I was like, "Lauren, you gotta trust me. This shit gonna..." And that's why I'm kind of look, X2, I'm gonna go in like a mannequin. I'm gonna ride the most, the ride, how they have the instruction videos. It's put your restraint. I'm gonna look just like him. All right. The whole ride.
I don't believe
for the first ride.
I'm not about to say nothing else bad about Gatekeeper.
Oh, wait. Did you end up getting on it at least? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, unlike that old Field of Flags Raptor.
The three of us got on Gatekeeper, Wes.
Okay. Wait, we did not.
Remember, we got out of line, but we went back.
Well, I didn't go back.
Ride.
I did never
ride. Me and Pay.
I was like, look, I rode it, and I just waited 2 hours for not riding it. Well, non-existent storms, so I'm good. I'm good.
I forgot. Yeah, that's.
But
I don't know why y'all was getting on that car ride.
Didn't I just say that to you later? Didn't I just say not to say nothing about that? I loved it.
Look, Gatekeeper was slim thick. Gatekeeper was
slim thick? I can't.
Slim where? That's Big Back Century right there. What the hell? No, that is a Big Bertha bitch.
No,
okay.
She's slim thick because she got a little force, a little bit.
Of course, where?
Loads of fun.
The only force that she has is when you are locked in your restraint. That is the only force.
The
ride out pulls your restraint down and locks you in. That is the force.
At least gave you 2.5 G's. You need to stop.
Negative?
Okay, negative would be really crazy ejector, but it doesn't.
I would do anything.
He is at 0. Oh my God, stop.
It does give good 0 G. You know.
Oh my god.
No,
It doesn't give good anything.
Y'all
Except
are
for
some
great
haters.
views.
That coaster is just fine.
She's a nice view. Okay, she's right by the water.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to choose between her or Wicked Twister, I'm choosing Wicked Twister to come back. Man, get out of here.
Yeah, okay, but you gotta blame the Grand Pavilion
The pavilion,
and a carnival ride for that.
With they one bathroom.
You gotta blame the carnival ride in its place for that.
One bathroom.
I will say that is the best bathroom in that park because all the rest of them smell like pee and creek water.
Yep, best bathroom. They can only install 2 stalls.
Creek water.
The bathroom's so nice you can only have 2 stalls and 3 urinals.
Oh no!
Oh,
I don't even think they had 3 urinals.
I think there was 3, but the stalls were like abysmal. I'm sorry, like
let me tell you something. I went to Fun Spot the next weekend. Yeah. I'm like, why the hell Fun Spot bathroom is bigger than Cedar Point? I screamed. Do you hear me? I said, you got to be kidding me.
Considering it was probably relocated too, because like I said, like you could, I don't know if it's still this way, but when I was last there, you could literally see where the old parking lot used to be. When you're walking in the front of the park, like the old painted parking spaces, and I'm like, so the fact that that's bigger, I'm like, yeah, you can make some bigger. Like, that park is massive. Like, I don't understand. Like, it might be the water board issue, where I don't know if it's a sewer issue at all or anything like that. That's my only other,
bathroom smell. It gotta be a sewer issue.
Well, I didn't smell any bathrooms, bro. I can't say that. I can't attest to that at Cedar Point.
It blowed my wig back.
Wait, when you were walking by or when you were in?
No.
Oh, okay. In is a different story.
Yeah, it was like a pair of boxing gloves at the door.
It's baby, that shit smelled like cold cuts and must.
I can't.
That shit gave you a 1-2 as you walked in the door. I was like, oh my god, I gotta pee here.
I'm screaming.
Sometimes though, I be doing a breath check because I'm just like, look, I know this bathroom is gonna be terrible. I'll just be like taking a big old gulp of air, and then. Yeah, sometimes I'll be suffocating, it'd be, but sometimes it's worth it because I know it's just, I rather my nose hairs not be singed.
Not singed.
No air, no air, no air.
Is Antonio asleep?
How you gonna breathe with no air?
You might have stepped out. I can't with pay scene right now.
Well, I guess I should get into this recap an hour and 12 minutes in. I'll try to make it somewhat quick, and I really wish I did this sooner so I could keep it fresher in my mind because there were so many people I need to shout out here. But essentially the Buzz, like overall, like thank you for welcoming me back in such welcome arms, like, and then meeting the people that that have been and around and doing this for a bit. Some attendants, like talking to Zach, like. He's been I think went to everything this year. And I'm like, god damn. I think he's gonna go basically keeping that attendance up for next year with Stumble Across and Sunshine Stumble. But this was wicked awesome Stumble from the high roller's perspective, at least one of us. And man, that was so great to be back for BBCC. So we also had a cabin crawl.
An awesome experience.
Yep. We were up here and went to Lake Compounce and Six Flags of England, but we had the cabin crawl as well. And I was in that, and thank you, Marcus, again. 1/3 of the drunk riders, because he was supposed to be in that cabin with us, but good news actually came up. But the good news inevitably had him not be able to attend. But because of that, I wish you could have been there, but generally, thank you for even getting the cabin for us. I mean, we had the whole cabin village ordeal going like we had with HWN 2023. And, yeah, like, literally it was a whole cul-de-sac of everyone's cabin, and it was just going back and forth, mixing, talking, catching up, shit posted. It was just like what you would expect it. So, as we get in, or as I pull in, I literally I meet Wade for the first time. He was actually, I think his first one was, I think it was Cedar Point Stumble actually they went to, but we go in and get our key, and then I'm just like, basically we just get the wrong key at the wrong right from the get-go, because I just go up to the guy and I'm like, yeah, we're here with Buzz Bars, and he just hands us an envelope. I'm like, all right.
Oh man.
And it's like, cause yeah, we have like all of these here, so I'm just like, huh, okay.
I like carte blanche.
So I get in there, we get everything set up. I see Hutch and his company over there. I see Meg as we're basically all just saying hi to everyone, and then John, the a-hole from New York, pulls on in, and then he's just mind blown. He's like, holy crap, I was literally just listening to you like right now on the way here. And I'm like, and he's like, you didn't say you were coming. And I'm like, maybe I saw the gloss over, but I'm here, baby. I'm so glad to be back. But to be honest, every time we talk, it's like Hollywood Nights, and we're just fucked up. Literally, it's at Voyage too. It's like at the top of the stairs of Voyage. I feel like I talked to him twice there, but I actually was able to literally talk with him, and it was so awesome. Shout out to John, man. Like, so a lot of everyone that came down. MZ from that area too. There's a few others that I can't. Zaya, even as well. All were very good company. Showed us around. Were very good park guides for us. But man, like, I'm just thinking of literally the 1 to 2 a.m. mark where we were outside of a cabin. Where all I'm gonna say is Blacksmith and White Jones. And if you're listening to this and you were there, I hope you have a good laugh, because that was legendary. Shout outs to those actors, Blacksmith and White Jones. Anyways, on to the next. Yeah, it sounds as stupid. It sounds so as stupid as it is. Oh my god. So
must be an inside joke.
No, I will try to explain after. But next day we get our ERT at Boulder Dash. We do the pumpkin carving. There were some. I should have took pictures. There were a lot of dicks involved with these pumpkin carving.
A lot of who?
What?
There were a lot of cock and balls. I'm just gonna put it out with these like. Just like,
I thought that's what he said.
Yeah. Just so a lot of them were good though. Like the most obviously the one that won involved cock and balls, but it was creative. You know, it was done by accident too. It was an improvisation cock and ball pumpkin carving. And you would think, honestly, if you took a picture of this, you would think this is the theme. No. They were trying to do that, but it turned into something better. That's what I guess ended up happening.
What's better?
So the penis ended up coming out wrong. The dick came out wrong, so they had to like, okay, no, this works out. We can stick it in his mouth. So let's see. And then they did something else. Whoa. They did. I need the picture. It's in the Buzzbars chat, but it was an amazing shit post. Like all of them were like basically comedy, amazing comedic carving. Like 10 out of 10, maybe 11 out of 10. Especially for improvising, like, yeah. Because we did not want to get up, at least me, that was hard to get up to even do that. We were all, like, me, Erica, like, I'm talking about, shout out the cabin mates we had here, Erica, Perry, and Wade, like, we did not want to get up. Especially me, because I got in late, and then I got out of my coffin, which, with no pillow. That pillow was literally, it was an envelope. That's what that was.
What?
That was not a pillow.
That's the worst.
Yeah, it was air. It was an envelope with air in it. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's the worst. Need a good pillow.
But I was messed up enough to where I did sleep. I got out of my coffin because that's how I felt, and we went to do ERT after the voting on Boulder Dash, where I got my first rides on it. That was the only thing that was open. For at the time, we literally got the first rides to warm it up for everyone, and it was nice to see it for the first time. A bucket list Woody for me, right? Like I get there, like damn, I've been reading about this literally since I got into this hobby. Like this is a legendary ride. It's seeing the first rides with people on it and the autumn leaves falling off of it. It was just, I can't wait. I did notice that silver track after the drop, but I'm like, that's a good chunk. That's a good chunk. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna keep riding. Maybe it'll change my mind. But the ride is really, really good. Now, it warmed up literally, like, more and more. Like, I got 4 rides that morning for ERT. And from that first ride to the 4th ride, it was already starting to pick up. It was getting some giddy up.
What?
So, by the end of the nights, you can already imagine. But we got out of there. It was Meg, Beth, shout outs to Bethany, and Kayla. We went over to Wildcat. Shout outs to yeah, I don't know how Kayla, Beth, and Meg. It was a fine ride until it wasn't. That's what I'm gonna say. The Gravity Group pre-cut that is on it, you should have put that on Twister, or excuse me, on not Twister, Boulder Dash, because it's so good. It is so good.
He's giving it credit.
Yeah, but when you get to the 3rd lap without pre-cut, oh my god. Now I'm saying, now the Titan track is what I did. And so I'm a actually get to Boulder Dash here because Wildcat is cute. Just that 3rd lap is atrocious. That 3rd lap needs you pre-cut all that and you got yourself a great salvaged classic. Boulder Dash, it is a scenic, it's a scenic marvel. It looks great. It is so beautiful, especially at the time of the year. But you go down that first drop and it's glass smooth, getting pulled to the left, and then you start going up, and then you're like, oh shit, that transition is wild. Every transition off of the Titan track is wild. So as we get off of that, it's like I get front row first ride. I'm like, what the hell is this layout? They truly are just carving themselves across the mountain right now. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just a random S-bend straight track, then dip down, and then you're going down a random all the way across a big chunk of mountain up into a floater hill, and then straight track back down. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's funny and jank. Like it's like really good. But then the Titan track comes in and smoothens that out a bit too much, and then it transitions out of that because you come around the turnaround and you're getting all that grit again. You're like, oh, here we go, and oh shit, I'm on a Vacoma all of a sudden. What the fuck, like? I'm on a B&M Hyper, which some people, I was literally talking with shout outs to Eric Coaster Tweets, where he said, you know what, just Titan track the whole thing. Which by the end of it, I do agree. Like you might as well, if you're gonna do one or the other. If you already have Titan track, just do the whole thing. Just commit to it. It won't be a wooden coaster at that point, but. Like, it is very enjoyable for the majority. So, but at that point, like, I just don't like the inconsistency of the feeling of wooden track and then, this kind of hurts to go back to the Titan track, or excuse me, vice versa. It hurt to go back to the wooden track off the Titan track. I'm just like, just commit to all the Titan. But at the end of the night, which I'm skipping the cabin crawl a bit because I'm gonna go back because that was insane. Later that night, it was at night is where that ride is peaking. No phrasing. It's just glowing at night. Where we rode it, I think it was a new moon. It had to be because we couldn't see shit. It felt like Lauren, Antonio, you experienced it. You couldn't see anything on Voyage. It was very similar to that. You cannot see shit. I could not see anything. Yeah, because you're surrounded by trees the entire ride. The only time you are not is on the turn run. When you come back. So, in that aspect, and then it was warmed up. I think that actually is a back row ride. I thought it was going to be a front row just looking at the how it rides. And generally, CCIs for me are front rows from what I've written. But that was a back row, and it was hauling. Like, it was flying at night. So you really could feel everything. Still didn't like the Titan track anymore, but I could really appreciate what it was. I think I might like it more if they just Titan track it at this point. Just fully Titan track it. But it's sitting at 29. Phobia?
Oh, okay.
Phobia was a ride.
How was Phobia Fear in comparison to the other ones, though? Because Phobia Fear only has, the 2 cars, right?
I don't really. So, I guess I do need to backtrack a bit. So, I was an apparition walking in to that park at that point because of the cabin crawl. So I I really don't know, to be honest. I just know that it had no comfort collars.
Okay.
And for what those rides are worth, I like them anyway. It had a really me and Wade. Who was that? Who was that with when
They're fun.
Who was that with when I rode that? Hold up.
I totally would have took one at over Georgia. I wouldn't have been mad about it. Don't come for me.
I think that was me and Wade. Yeah, me and Wade wrote like nothing for it.
Okay.
Well, nothing what it looked like to be something. But the park is awesome. They had a cute little haunt. That park is cute. You know, I really wish it were far away because it really can't justify 6 hours just to go there too often. But Boulder Dash.
Holiday World.
I mean, listen. Look, I can justify for that part, but Lake Compounds. You know, Boulder Dash is what you're going there for. It reminds me of like a more woodland Waldemere, because it has like a really cute vibe. Not too big at all. It's bigger than Waldemere, but maybe by like a few hundred feet. Like, and like you're surrounded by woods. You know, so that type of vibe I'm so for. And I would definitely want to go back there and get like summer rides on Boulder Dash. That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing. But on to Six Flags New England. Guys, I know y'all were interested with me to go here. Specifically Brian. Because of
because of no man's land.
Look, I'm just gonna
Flat man.
Before I get to that, let me go to the cabin crawl and try to wrap it up somewhat, because this is such an amazing event. So we basically do when we're in the cabins here, they did this at Cedar Point, the first one, and they had such a great time with it. They were basically themed all the Cedar Point rides there, and they had to do a good job of making up food, a theme inside and out. Some people did inside, most people just did out, and a drink themed to whatever ride it was at Cedar Point, and they had such a great time with it. So they brought it back with a more spooky version for What Could Awesome Stumble. So every ride that we did that was themed here was a spooky ride. We ended up getting Apocalypse, which yeah, I mean at first we were like, fuck, I mean the ride kind of shit, but that's a really good theme for horror, you know. I mean I haven't rode the ride. We'll see if I think it's shit. But you know, people had Vampire, Raven. Oh, they went off. Shout outs to Mike, Kelly, and them for they went off. Literally, Kelly was a raven, but Mike was kind of Edgar Allan Poe. I'll just say that. He was Poe from Kung Fu Panda.
Oh.
But they actually had, with shout outs to, I know his name was Jared because that is the second Jared I've met in this hobby, so that's the second name share I've met. So, oh yeah, you guys know that's not my actual name was. Oh, shocker to some of you. But no, he was actually Edgar Allan Poe, and he looks incredible. So, yeah, we did the same thing, but with spooky themes. And I say it is essentially Epcot around the world, but Buzz Bars edition. Because that's what it is. You are just going to each cabin. You're getting your items, you're talking, you're seeing their theme. But I had to stop by cabin 6 because I'm like, look, I have 5 items, and I haven't even drank 8 of them yet. They're all so good though. Like everyone did a great job. I think my favorite food item was still the garlic bread from Vampire. That was amazing. I think that was Hutch's cabin. Shout out to Hutch for that. That was delicious. But the drink for me, it wasn't. So they had their actual drink. It was like this cider Sprite or whatever. It was wine spritz or whatever. They put it in a cauldron because they were poltergeists and they made spaghetti.
Nice.
But I'm just like, okay, you know. But they had Puerto Rican moonshine, apple moonshine.
Ooh.
Yeah. That one, well, not only was it delicious, I couldn't feel my face for a good until I walked into Lake Compounds. Yeah, that was great. I might be a moonshine person. You know, skip everything else. That's where it's at. Shout out to Meg would understand if she listens to this cast. She would understand. She said she don't even drink anything. But when she does, it's moonshine.
Oh wow. All right
Yeah. Shout out to all the people I spoke with too. Show smoked me out. That's what's up. Because Lily got to the point I'm like, bruh. I think Toxic Avenger. I think that's his name in the chat. I wish I remembered official name, but definitely spoke me out too. I was like, I did not know there were so many high rollers in the Buzz Bars, but I appreciate y'all.
No, that's actually pretty dope. It sounds like it was a pretty awesome.
Yes.
Awesome experience.
Yes. By the time, but to cut it short, by the time I got to the last cabins, I had amazing apple pie tarts at the Twisted Timbers cabin, and they gave me the Hanover Hill Orchid like planks that they made. It's that I love it. I can't wait to put it up somewhere. I need to find out where to put it up, but they were gonna throw it away. I'm like, please don't. That's like my home park, and I fucking love that ride. They're like, oh, well, you can have it. I'm like, what? And then after that, we were doing cartwheels and handstands on the cabins. Then we went to like compounds, did everything, phobia, fear, all that. So keep doing those. They are amazing. They are such a good way to mix and connect with people. Like, I mean, the whole weekend is, right? But that, I mean, going together, then you're kind of competing to see, and this is what you did for yours, and that makes sense because then everyone has certain themes. Yeah, so it's just so cool. Like, because we found out how broad Apocalypse is, and it kind of bit us in the ass. We're like, damn, there's a lot. We went with Fallout because it's, a lot. The show came out recently, and there's a lot we can go with it. They ended up getting Vault Tech outfits. Like, they were from Vault 33. I was like a Raider. I was messed up by the point I forgot the spiked, studded stuff I was supposed to put on. But I was a Raider, from the Badlands, from the Wasteland. And, yeah, it was a great time. We had Twinkies that was inspired from Zombieland. Cause
I do remember that.
That was part of my Zombieland. So we just got Twinkies for that, but we added a flair. We added like edible eyes and like edible dyes to make them look like they're bloodied, and had these cinnamon rolls that looked like intestines. So they were really good. But no, they were really, really good. I really enjoyed that. Erica, Wade, Perry. Oh, and shout outs to Perry, because talking to him about pizza just got me so hip about pizza, because New Haven, I didn't realize, and then just talking to him about it just made me just so much more like, I get it now. I get the pizza enthusiast, I guess. Yes. And shout outs to Wade, because the new member that I met, and we stayed in the cabin together, and you were so chill and awesome. And shout outs to Erica for being our cabin leader throughout all this and helping us get all of that theme sorted out. But yeah. From everyone to Larson to the Coaster and Brews crew, where if y'all look at the vlog, y'all see us chugging, which, backstory, by the way, I can chug. It's just, he gave me his own beer, and I did not want to, he forgot, because we're obviously walking in after the crawl, and I did not just want to take his beer. I honestly felt bad. I'm like, look, I'm going to do some of this chug and then put off, but like, here's your beer, sir. Which, by the way, after that, we had security looking at us and following us because they thought I was underage, so. Yeah, I don't worry. Like, they were cool about it. It was no issue. But yeah, that was quite funny. Now, Six Flags New England. Okay, so we went in, everyone was a lot more just like, all right, we're just getting to the park, whatever, because we were just so messed up afterwards. Like, oh, and before that, shout out to Brando, too, because we shared a bowl, 2 bowls at the end of the night. We went over to Six Flags New England for the next day with a mean show. So, but yeah, Six Flags New England, honestly, I like that part. We are all kind of doing our own thing. I know I pulled up with, we rode. Yeah, I think all of us were kind of just rolling around in kind of droves. Everyone was around there. I was seeing, Tim with the Malort around, seeing Meg around, and then I ended up catching up with Megan Hutch later. But Thunderbolt was good. I got an early ride. I wanted to get one later, but the line ended up kind of just being too much for what it was. I'm like, all right, it was cute. It is, a classic Woody, a family Woody. It's not gonna knock anyone's socks off, but it does the job, and it has a nice little classic retro appearance with the Thunderbolt logo in front. I like that. So But next was Pandemonium. I was pretty surprised by this. It reminded me of like, yeah, these are like the best models of the spinning coaster in my opinion. You actually get good spins every time I go on them. You get airtime in random moments. Yeah, they're good fun. But right after that was the surprise of the trip. Wicked Cyclone. Why? No, if you're going to go out to the New England area, it's because you're going to ride Wicked Cyclone. I'm just going to put it out there. Because that, look, I even forgot myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to get Wicked Cyclone. That's another RMCI box under my belt. But yeah, I'm going to try to go back next year just to get fucking Wicked Cyclone during the summer. That could potentially be top 10 for me. Yeah, that's that is ahead of its time with its layout. Alan Shoki, you are still going to be one of the best. It could be right now. So, what after I got 2 more rides on it? It is sitting at number 13.
That's way up there.
It's underneath Phantom's Revenge and just over Mystic Timbers.
Oh no.
But
I don't know about it.
Well, Wicked is that is a balanced layout if I've ever seen one. That does everything. That, like I said, it's like it reminds me of Wildcats Revenge before Wildcats Revenge, because people say that's Northern Gwazi. That to me reminds me, those are similar. Twister layouts going in and out of each other. Now it doesn't have a third lap, like Wildcats Revenge doesn't have a third lap, but those ejector moments are violent, like violent. Oh man, they are. Yes, they are. Like, and they're throwing you left and right real quick. Like, all right, you're back to the track. Like, hold up, I'm still recovering from -1 G's really quick, and you throw me laterally. Like, hold up, and then you're throwing me in a hang time 0-0. Like, to me, I love the third lap. I can see through the third lap. I think people say it runs slow. I think for me, it was done that way on purpose, because even the ejector moments still hit. When I was going to the brake run, I was still flying into my lap bar.
Damn.
Look at Cyclone was the shit. I can talk about that all day, but I gotta move on to the man.
The man.
Cause
Black man.
No, let me say, it does look the part. You're pulling up, you see it takes, it goes over the midway, that twitch section. It has a statue for everything. Like, but like me and Meg were saying, it is the man, or Perman, as we ended up calling him.
Perman?
Yeah, we were just shortening his name because she was like, yeah, I'm just calling him Per. It's just Per. I was like, what about Perman? Like,
Perman.
But the first ride, even then, I didn't hate it. I'm just like, it was more so because most people say it's the restraints, how they go up to your nipples. It wasn't necessarily that. They do go up pretty high up, but like, it feels like your legs are in a cage.
Yes.
I am not necessarily a fan of that. Like, literally, the bar is so tight, and then they have bars connected to something else that will, or if you even press against that, or when your legs rattle, they'll run into those, and it's just not comfortable.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, like, but the restraint itself is bad. Like, you could literally, like I said, put a 3-course meal and eat it on not restraint. It is insanely big, like, so bulky for no reason. But otherwise, going up, that view is still probably a top 10 view for me on a coaster. Because, man, you go right across the river, and at least with the autumn leaves. I don't know if it will be the same. It maybe still will, because, like, I love it when there's the water and the trees. That's why I like Lake Ravine Flower 2 so much. But it does look so beautiful going across that. And you get the Superman music hyping you up. The drop is really good. Drop is good. The first airtime hill is good. The overbank pulls some good positives. And you can tell this before they really truly learn how to heartline. Because I'm like, some of this banking is just not existent after this overbank. I kind of like it. But the whole ride is... I normally don't talk about rattliness, right? But the ride is jiggling. Like, that thing is rattling. And, like, it feels like you're... it feels like you're on, like, a shitty go-kart the entire ride. Like, that type of rattle. Like, it's just, like, a constant... vibration.
No.
And it's like mechanical. Like it's truly not smooth. But for what it is, you know, the first half is good. You know, it's good. I was like, okay, you know, like this is what I thought. You know, this is what William Ford should kind of be. You know, actually do airtime. You know, I like that. You know, and then you get to the second half. And at least on my first ride, I'm like throwing myself preemptively, and I'm like just rolling in the restraint because there's nothing.
Not rolling.
I'm like rolling on my seat like I'm just, nothing's happening. So the positives and the turnarounds are good. Those are really good. But a lot of coasters do that now, right? Like a lot of coasters can punish you with positives and throw you into something else, put you with positives. So I go in and there's another airtime hill, and that one does a bit more. Then I go back, and then we go around with more positives, and the return hills are. I'm like, just give up at this point. I'm like, we're not getting airtime. I'm like, just stop, please. Now the second ride, like the last ride I got of the day, I actually got airtime on basically everything besides the first hill. The first hill's still trash. I don't think it's supposed to give airtime, but the positives were definitely great. I was almost graying out, and you know the airtime was little pops. It wasn't great at all, but it was definitely something. Now, like I said, if I rolled that in 2005 with T-bars, I could see that being people's, top 10, top 15. I can see why no one has that, really ranked high now. And I think that was the general consensus of Buzz Bars that trip was like, yeah, it's good. Some people liked it more than others. Like, I know Perry, he really, really liked it. For me, I'm like, it's just out of the top 30. I think I have it at... Where do I have it? I don't even know. Oh, nope, it's... Actually, no, it's on my top 40. Never mind. I have it at 44.
Dang.
Yeah, it's... it's good. The views are great, and it fits the park well, but, like... You really wanted to pull more, but at the same time, it's of its time. They really didn't have hypers like that back then. Like, really, when did it come out? 2001, 2000, 1999, something like that. Literally, only other hyper was like generic hyper was like Apollo Chariot. Maybe Raging Bull. Actually, no, I don't know. Raging Bull was like 2004 or something. Yeah, 2004. But still, that's what I'm saying. Like. We didn't get all the hypers until the 2000s. So, for what it was, it actually gives airtime. Like it actually moments when it warmed up, and those restraints are terrible, but it's good. It's not great at all, but it's good. It's good.
It's not great at all.
It's the man. It's the man. It's Perman. So after that, I did 6 hours back, so 7 hours and change back. Thank y'all for helping me somewhat on that, by the way, because some of y'all were, because I know Lauren was traveling back herself from BGT and Tampa area. But that drive and no, but you were there when I found out I had a fear of tall standing bridges, because holy shit.
Oh yeah, you kind of went a little overboard there. I was like, wait a second, I have no idea.
I'm like,
which is absolutely crazy because it's like, here we are.
I just rode a hyper coaster,
$1,500 feet coaster, no problem, and something. So I feel like other people would look at it as insignificant. As a bridge.
You see, well, the thing is, though, is I'm a dumb human, and I'm around other dumb humans on this tall standing bridge.
You are not a dumb human.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're humans and we make mistakes. On those hundreds of us on this tall bridge, a coaster is engineered for safety first. And I'm just like, I don't know, someone's tire's gonna just pop. So a pulley's gonna. What's gonna happen now? A ship's gonna take out a support, and you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously that is it's an irrational fear. But damn, I just was not I had sweaty palms at the wheel. I was like, that is crazy. I've never had that before, but got back and now I'm about to be going on Cali with these beautiful folks. Hey, well fuck, this is gonna be cut, but there was one little trip report I forgot on my end, and I was going down to Kings Dominion for the first not for the first time, but for the haunt for the first time this year, and I was able to do that with good friends of this cast, Nessa and Chris, and also met Dan down there, their friend, and I think he's getting close to 100, Dan. So hopefully you get it on either something amazing or something very, very shitpost and meme, because that's just as good as getting it on the most elite bucket list coaster, in my opinion. But we had a great time there. I met them up literally when I got in at 6, like right when the haunt started. But they were able to get Grizzly. They loved it. I think by the end of the night, we kind of agreed that Grimswood needs to be closed, just gotten rid of, maybe moved to a different part of the park so that Grizzly can at least be open at night. I mean, come on, imagine that. Like, the park grid's really busy Fridays, Saturdays for haunt. So having that for more capacity, I mean, considering it's not like people don't ride the ride, right? Like, Grizzly hit an hour wait before it closed because people knew it was going to be closed on a Sunday. That was the biggest wait for anything during haunt nights that night on that Sunday, which was for Flight of Fear. So, yeah. On that, I truly think that the haunt was a bit lesser this year. It might have been because it was a Sunday. Granted, I think the last time I went was on a Sunday, but really, I was missing the fog. And you can tell the scare actors were kind of lacking this year around. Not as many, but they're making up for it. Like, you see one actor, but they're basically scaring you and interacting with you the entire scare zone. Or if you're in the maze, like, you're probably in one area, and they probably have like a good segments that they're covering, following you, scaring you. So it's not like they're just stagnant in one place. They're actually making up for the fact they have lesser actors. And they actually do have some actors, during the queue. It's not like the one from last year where MonsterCon is standing. I need to find out what the name of that is. Won't be for this cast, but basically where the manor was with the wedding. And they have the steward standing out there asking you, are you here for the wedding? With great makeup and everything. Yeah, that really wasn't there, but, for what it was good this year, probably better last year. I mean, if you're going to go to haunt, I'd still think you go on Sundays, because everything was 20-30 minutes. Like, every maze, every ride was about 20-30 minutes max. And you're able to get night rides. I wasn't really able to see 305's new paint, but I was kind of. But I will say that if it were red and black, that would look just as good as orange and black, if not better, because there are points of the ride where it's just black supports and not the orange yet, and that looks so good. This won't be the last rides for me on 305 yet, at least in its current form, because I think me and Airtime Mike, and hopefully I can hit up Jay, the 305 residents, the NPC, the 305. Hopefully we can ride on the very last day that they are advertising to have the ride open in its current iteration. So that would be awesome. It'd be cool if we got information that day too to celebrate. But honestly, I'm thinking it's just gonna be a new name and a new, obviously new theme, like, right? Big cat of some sort. Actually make Jungle X work and exist, and it seems like Flight of Fear is going to stay exactly the way that it is, which is awesome, because I still think that theme of having a government facility, and I was talking to what I think was an employee in front of us on one of our last rides on 305, where they were saying that, like, it would be really cool if they did a Cedar Fair. I guess not Cedar Fair anymore, but essentially like park to park continuity of park storylines where they have multiple secret facilities for these aliens, because there's obviously one, like a Flight of Fear at Kings Island. So if they were to have one also at Kings Dominion, like basically in a jungle facility, like not in the space facility that the Kings Island Flight of Fear is at, that'd be really cool. Because, yeah, governments be doing some shady stuff, man. They be shady. I mean, just look at our governments. That's all I will say on the matter on that aspect. But all in all, the rides were great. You know, it wasn't super ride heavy, but it was mostly just the hang and vibe. It was awesome meeting Dan, and it was awesome to catch up and ride with Nessa and Chris, because they're generally some of the most down-to-earth people I've met in this hobby, like, truly. Like, and always travel. Like, I am jealous looking at their Instagram, because they are always parking it up. And I don't mean always, but, like, to the point where, like, I wish I could go with that frequency, man. Like, oof. Man, we had a great little time. Haunt was good. I hope that they enjoyed it. I mean, it seems like they did, but I hope the park was running good for them for that night and that day. I know lighter than Saturday at any of the Virginia parks. I can't even like pick one. Just Saturdays on Haunt for Virginia is just it's you are in traffic on 95 getting there, and you are in traffic in the park at every single point. It is not necessarily fun, but that's why I say Sundays is the best days, in my opinion, to go. Because, yeah, we had a great time. We had a really great time. And, yeah. I still think Lauren is looking at us. I'm looking at her like SpongeBob when Squidward was in the vault of Krabby Patties.
Why?
Because, look, you guys be pulling surprises too much. And,
oh, my gosh. Mom.
I'm just saying.
I was looking up flights, but oh no,
but what, ma'am?
Well, for one, I just don't think that the time I would be able to go aligns with everyone else. But I think everybody's leaving on Saturday.
Yeah, I am. I'm leaving earlier Saturday, like noonish. Cause I have
you
to
guys
work
would even
on
be doing a
Sunday,
part.
and with the time difference, I have to get back.
Well,
Gotcha.
I know Brian, Pay, Antonio, we're gonna be ganging up, and like you like to call it, La La Land.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm ready for La La Land. I'm ready for X2. I'm ready for the West Coast races and falling out of the premier train or falling into it, whichever one happens.
You know, maybe.
When are you leaving?
What happened?
Huh?
When are you leaving? Cali.
We're leaving Saturday. Well, I'm leaving Saturday morning.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I leave Saturday around that same 11 or 12, something like that.
But I'm getting there Wednesday morning.
Gotcha.
Me too, man. Me too.
But we will be there the 23rd through the 25th, basically, because that 26th we will be flying out. But other BCS members will be there for y'all listening if you want to go ahead and hang with them. But we will be, well, at least for us, we're prioritizing Knott's that Wednesday and Magic Mountain those 2 days after. So,
and is
anybody going to Knott's on Saturday?
I think the BCS is as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Like majority of the group is. It's just because of how we planned it out for our flights. Gotta do what we gotta do.
Makes sense.
Absolutely, gotta get those creds.
Which it really was crazy when I looked at the price map. It really was like, if I did it any other day flying in and out, it would have been pretty marginally like more. Like that was literally the cheapest like price margin I had. Like whenever they were doing that deals or whatever, they couldn't get people to go to these flights. I had to take it. So that was just blessed to have that one. Is all I'm gonna say. because the first time in Socal, first time in Cali, and hopefully it's a bit more than just the main parks here with these coaches. We'll see. But
Yeah, that's my first time in SoCal as well. I've been in NoCal before, but this be my first time in SoCal, so I'm excited about that.
I guess the end of all of this though, we'll do this here. What do y'all think of this new intimate sexiness? This is Fast and so we're getting into the news in case some listeners didn't know here, but Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift it has a lot more track now though, I think, but this is what that's installed at least.
Is it delayed?
I'm here for any intimate shenanigans, as Mike would put it. Because intimate is bae.
Yes, that is true. But it technically was delayed, like I want to say like almost a year or not a year ago, but like January. But they definitely said 2026. But I don't know. I don't know if they formally announced it was 2025. The coaster itself didn't even have a name yet, but they said 2025. So by the time it had a name, it said 2026. So. But this looks like oh yeah, there's more here. There's more. Oof. It's funny they're going with black track again. Wonder why.
They could probably get away with it in Cali. It's not as hot.
But I wish Mike were here for this one. But this was a good bit ago. But Banshee had a pretty bad collision actually.
Trains in the station.
I think it's been open. But yeah, it actually ran into the station. It kind of is just non-news now. But people are saying maybe that's part of the park is just cursed, cause like, yeah, like what the hell? It actually bent like the bumper. That's why it really caused an issue. There's a Ryan the Ride Mechanic made a video. Honestly, at this point, if there is any sort of big amusement like accident, Ryan the Ride Mechanic's probably made a video on it. At least if it's involving. No, honestly, even if it's involving flat rides, if it's an amusement park incident, he's probably makes a video about it. So you can get all the info there. Because honestly, he said it might have just been essentially a maintenance type of thing. Like they probably could have been looked out for, but just as a little bit of an oversight. It's an interesting video. If you're a nerd for the show, it's an interesting video. But
yeah, I'll take a look at it.
SeaWorld San Antonio. Wait a minute. They got rid of this. They are not. It didn't. They deleted the tweet. I don't know if they. Yeah, this tweet is gone. But SeaWorld San Antonio is getting their 5th coaster, Beach Rescue Racer.
Well, good for them.
SeaWorld who? San Diego?
Yeah, remember we were actually hearing about it because of Ray.
Yeah.
He told us about it. This is why we have to install the Zero track, and that's why they're getting it. It's 1,000 feet long.
Ooh.
Excuse me? 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Is it a launch? Is it going backwards and forwards over this 1,000 feet of track?
I have no clue.
Or do you just get one time through?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go over this. So, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, a good park, is adding more theming to their rides. Now, this ride is mid, the Zamperla Nebula, the Cyborg, but they're actually adding and doing more to the ride. So, Tuesday theming update, obviously from Jeffrey Siebert the GOAT. Do you love theming as much as we do? Today, we began construction on Cyborg Q theming. And I'm like, that stuff matters because if I'm going to wait in a long line, at least let it be interesting. All right.
Mm-hmm.
At least let it be interesting.
Not like that sea of switchbacks at Cheetah Hunt, though.
Oh, my. Look, that is one of the main reasons. Look, that's one of the complaints I have with that ride. Thank you. Thank you for that. But we're not talking about Cheetah Hunt now. We're talking about Hyperia because I had another rollback.
No, that was on my chest. I had to say it.
No, but apparently, so we thought maybe it was opening woes, right? You know, and you would think with how visceral it takes that first drop, it wouldn't have any valeting issues, but lo and behold, it does. And this second time it's done that, I don't know if it has test dummies on. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. It always seems to be a test run, though, but I think they have a protocol for it now. Because they got it right back up and running, I think, the next day or two. Speaking of which, how the heck does Air Force One Valley?
I don't know, but I heard it valleyed on the very last hill right before the brake run.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the hell that happened.
They said it was early morning. It was testing, so. And you know, we have been there early, and it does crawl even on that quad down.
Man, that quad down be feeling like a pre-lift in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand how it can be that drastic.
Yeah, it's very drastic. And then by that afternoon or it starts warming up, it's crazy again. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I had a really slow ride. I think I put a video up, like, you know, like around the time I first started my page or whatever, but it was slow. You could see how slow it was. In the video, you could literally see it crawling over that quad down.
Yeah, because we thought it was gonna valley on that ride, actually.
We did. Yeah, it was so slow. I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Like, even Twisted don't be running like that in the morning. Like, Twisted be running sluggish, but like by an hour in, it's like, not even like 30 minutes in, you're like, okay, it's doing something, right?
Right. I would definitely say that. Yeah, that's how it is for Ariana too.
But Rip Kid Flash, huh?
Oh yeah, that's the word. That's the word on the curve.
That was just so short-lived. He really worked half a week and then said, "I quit."
Not half a week. Yeah, I was totally talking to somebody else in the coastal community, and that's their home park, and they was like, "Dang, I got a chance to ride the one at Fiesta. I didn't even get a chance to ride the one at our park. Like, it was always closed every time he went."
Wow.
So, yeah, so he didn't even get to get that credit, and then word on the curve is it is totally gone.
Oh, that's just so.
But they saying that it will be replaced. I just see another Vekoma Kitty Boomerang. It would be nice if it was a little small GCI.
They're gonna put the Joker Chaos Coaster back there.
No, they are not. They need to take that non-working shit out
it's
too.
Not even a coaster.
They need to take that non-working shit out too. They need to take that non-working shit out.
Though. They didn't have to get rid of it.
What, Kid Flash?
No, the Joker Chaos Coaster.
Oh, the Lost a Little Hell. They might bring it back and stick it right there. Hell.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I actually like it.
Retheme it to Two-Face.
Well,
You better not bring that shit back.
All I'm saying is Stardust. I don't know why I haven't changed it yet, but Stardust looks so good. It's gonna.
It does.
It looks delicious because there's some chrono sliding, and there's another video that shows it at night. I don't know if I put it in here, but it makes it look like it's comets in the sky, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys just do things that I didn't even think of. So good.
I bet that does look good though.
Yeah, it literally, like, at night, that video, it looks like there's comets flying in the sky. Like, they're chasing each other.
Is there a dark ride portion that this is happening in?
No, it's just, literally, there's the lights on the ride at night. From far away, make it look like they're just lights chasing each other. It's really cool. What it's doing. But, so Serengeti Flyer, Lauren, was Serengeti closed when you went?
It was, unfortunately.
Yeah, apparently it's been closed for like a lot, and it's like boarded up.
What?
Oh. Well, I didn't see it boarded up. I will. Now we weren't over in that section, Since I knew it was closed, I really didn't go to it to see. So I can't tell you if it was boarded up. But the one thing I was upset about being closed was Falcon's Fury.
So, shoutouts to We the Coasters. Because it seems like the only way to view this part of the park is through the Sky Ride, which he put on his vlog. So go ahead and check it out on his YouTube.
Do not. This
But I'm looking at this portion real quick.
side right over here, there's...
Yeah, so what work is being done? I'm like, I'm curious if they're doing work over there. Could they be working on something like a new ride? They don't want people to see. But no, it looks like a lot of work on just the ride itself, to be honest. Which is interesting because I'm like, I don't remember Title Surge really having issues or anything. It might just be an unfortunate installation. I don't know. A lot of unfortunate things happen at BG the United Parks recently. I mean, I don't even think it's news that I put in, but they apparently are cutting more staff roles and positions. So yeah, they don't have groupers or people at the front of queues anymore.
Well, they really there just to annoy me anyway, so no, I'm just teasing. I don't want anybody out of the job.
Yeah, I mean, and now I guess I can imagine who's stopping people at quick queue. Maybe I'm just saying. But speaking of which, they're not doing well. Busch Gardens Tampa's Twitter got hacked like a week ago.
Whoa.
And yeah, so they got hacked by a cryptocurrency, and that basically so the story behind this is they have a new addition to their rhinos called a ZZ, and I guess some people thought they could try to have Busch Gardens be a part of this, because if you look at it before, when I looked at this ZZ coin sale or whatever, this shit coin that they're trying to sell, it's funny because that's the actual term with the coin too. Like for these like useless type of coins. No, yeah, the useless coins that are like
trolling.
That are like cents, and then like, oh yeah, God, let's get it to the 0.5 cents, woo! Because they put in like $1,000, so they want people to just put it in so that $1,000 is put up by I'm not gonna don't do crypto if you're listening to this, please, unless you have the money and you know what you're like. At least if you're doing crypto, you know not to do it with shit coins. Is all I'm saying. So like, anyways, they thought that they could have this startup with BGT work, and because they were trying to shut them up before Busch Gardens Tampa obviously is not saying anything. So I guess they thought the next step was to hack them, and to say that they were a part of all this, and that be prepared for the launch of the coin. You know, it's easy in the kitchen. Stay tuned for the launch. And then it has them quote tweeting it like, "We appreciate all the amazing support for our new baby rhino is easy. We are excited for the launch." So for like. The thing is though, for 2 days their account was like this. It took them 2 days to finally put out on their other accounts to be like, "Hey, we're hacked. Like, we can't get it back.
Why would they?
Fucked up."
Well, so they have to start all over.
I don't know if they got to start over. I think they're fine now. Like, they probably just deleted the retweets and all that stuff because they didn't change anything on the account.
Okay.
But they definitely did throw up a whole bunch of crypto stuff. Yeah, like. They're back and fine. Yeah, they have their account back. They literally didn't say anything for days. So by the second day, everyone's like, I'm really hoping this is a hack. Because, like, this is a really bad sign that they're down bad for money if they're going for fucking crypto. I'm just saying, like, that would be a horrible. I'd be like, ride Gwazi when you can. Ride, Pantheon when you can, because those parks are fucked, if that was the case. But, no. They got hacked. Because another telltale sign was it was only on Twitter side, the X side. But at the same time, though, crypto really is only big there anyway still, so I digress.
Like,
I'm done with all this.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm done with all this though. Get some two-factor authentication, please. The battle of the tilt coasters. Yeah, this looks like a NASA so they're about to set up like a rocket space station, like a rocket launch station. This is pretty articulate.
That's
This looks
exactly
like
what it looks like. The platform at Cape Canaveral.
Mm-hmm. But no, this looks really cool. I'm glad that Cedar Point had to be the one to light the flame up their ass. So, oh yeah, we got a tow coaster too. We should probably put that up.
Yeah, people might want to ride it.
But no, it's going up. It's probably hopefully by these pictures that were put up a few days ago, like almost a week ago, that is more done. Apparently, Palindrome is done as well. So that's good news. I don't even think I put this in the news, but we'll talk about it at the end here. But fuck it, no. Orange and Black is coming to 305. I can't really do a Jungle X report for it because nothing's happened. I mean, tiger, cheetah, something, who knows, but hopefully it's a tiger because I like tigers, but I can understand cheetah. But I can't really give a Jungle X report until they give the name, but apparently that's they might be giving it on the day that it ends, because I know me and Airtime Mike are trying to go on the 3rd, the literal last day of the ride, Project 305 and everything. The last time we're going to hear, gentlemen, start your engine, which I'm really sad about, by the way.
Now, see, this freaking sucks, because I wish I could have written it in its original form, but
now if they put on...
At least it's better than it, being dismantled.
Look, all I'm saying is, with this call information, I'm a bit wary now, is all I'm going to say. I'm a bit wary with these parks and how they be acting, but maybe the maintenance cost for 305 ain't as bad, and maybe it's not causing as much grief for guests, but when they go there and be like, oh, why is King the Con down? And they have one lone man or woman just sitting there just to tell people sorry, it's closed. You can't ride the tallest coaster in the world.
I don't know. Every time Mike did tell me, he was like, oh, man, you got till the end of this season to ride. And I was like,
yeah,
I haven't even been up there. And
I will say,
this is the last time you rode it. I was like, I have.
No, I have never. Never have I ever. No, El Toro ride.
Happy wedding planning. And I was like,
oh my God.
Damn.
He was with El Toro Ride, and he put out a video basically saying you have till next year too. And Airtime Mike said they got it straight from leadership.
They got who from leadership?
And if I had to cut that out, they got it from a very valuable source.
All right.
Which I probably won't. So yeah. So
I hope this valuable source ain't just trying to push people to go to Six Flags Great Adventure.
Look, they are doing a lot. They have a new entrance now, apparently. I don't know why they do it at the end of the year, but I guess it was the leadership before Cedar Fair took over. But honestly, I'm still not confident in Cedar Fair at all. It's because considering you're taking on Ka, I don't know, it's just seeming more and more concrete the more I'm hearing about it, the more sources that are talking about it, the people that are super close to the park, El Toro Jesus, I just, he was right about Zamperla, bro. I'm just saying, he is very, he won't put out a video unless he's accurate or feels that it's good, a good enough concrete information that he has.
Mm-hmm.
You mean not like theme park recommendations, just pulled straight out the ass?
Theme park weatherman? That's what it should be.
Hey, I like the Weather Channel, and they do very well.
Not the Weather Channel.
I do. I'm an avid weather watcher. I love the Weather Channel. I would sit there and watch it for hours.
About the weather all over the place?
Yeah.
Nice.
But honestly, so I'm glad I had a lot of people in Tampa, during Hurricane Milton. And thankfully over the last day, actually the brothers of the back row that were on just these past few episodes, they made it through just A-okay, for the most part.
Ooh.
There was a flooding scare, with on Tyler's side, but he, finally got his power back. Finally, he said it was finally nice to have a shower in my own house. And I was like, I can fucking relate to that. yeah, just having everything again, having his cats back and everything. Yeah, I'm just happy for him and like I said, really the only thing that was happening for us is we're back in check and shout outs to Jordan because he literally was out there. He sent out his family to Orlando and he's a firefighter. I'm gonna be here dealing with this, to help everyone else out. So I'm like, shout outs to him because like I always say, heroes never wear capes. So, and I'm a hero fan. I have a comic book fan, and I'm saying that because it's so true. Like sitting out there dealing with all that. Now, luckily, it did turn out to be lesser, but there were some damages and stuff. And Buzzbars did do a recent stream for donations for people affected not only by Milton but also the recent one. I think that was Helene. Yeah. So, just more amazing things just being done around in the community, helping out those that are in need, and yeah, it's awesome that we can even have the ability to do that. I think some of those might have repercussions. Some of the donations they got because I don't know if one drunk rider will be able to ride Area Force One now.
You said drunk rider?
Yeah, that's the name of the podcast. Yes. And
love it.
From what I saw in the chat, I'm not sure Mike's gonna be able to. I wonder. I'm pretty sure he's still gonna be able to ride, but it's gonna be the first time for 2 of the drunk riders, and I really wish I could be there to see their fucking faces for it. But. Basically going on top of that, yeah, Hurricane, I was honestly shocked that the park stayed open. Disney. Universal at least stayed closed a bit. Like, they probably should have closed earlier, but United Parks actually closed themselves and did a good job. And, took care of said, hey, go home, prepare yourself. Don't work. But apparently, Busch Gardens Tampa took a good bit of damage. Like, people are saying the park opened too early. They're saying the only rides that are... let me see if I can find here.
The park did take a pretty moderate amount of, down trees, power lines, uprooted trees. I saw a video. Definitely was not pretty.
Yeah, I mean, the foliage from in front of Gwazi is just all gone now. It's really sad because it's such a impressive look. And basically though, a lot of the rides are down. I wish I could find who said it exactly, but a lot of the rides right now seem to be not operational.
I wouldn't expect for them to. That was a pretty direct hit from from Milton.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand
what the heck?
How detrimental it could be. Keeping a park closed, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
After Hurricane, I'm not going to Busch Gardens Tampa to just parlay. Oh, you know what? I just need to get out of the house. No.
What's this funny moment? Disney apparently. Oh yeah. So I really wish Disney didn't stop this, but there was a video that shows Mickey is walking around and then there's a kid that is let go by his not even attended by his parent, a toddler, almost maybe 4 or 5, and runs into the back of Mickey. And he's oh God, he helps him up and he's looking for the parent. Immediately, but then he notices the parent is recording in front of him, the whole thing, and then he goes and takes his phone, replaces his phone with the kid's hand, and it says, basically pointing his hand at his stay with your kid, don't worry about the phone, and then gives him his phone back. And I was like, holy crap, that was really funny actually, because I'm yeah, come on, really, he was adamantly bending down to get the good angle of him. I'm bro, the kid just got knocked over by Mickey. Mickey's looking for you and you're recording him. That's wild. Now, we have last bit of news here. I think this should have rotted like the Titanic. Sorry, this should have just be left at the bottom of the Atlantic, just like the Titanic is. It's history. This should have been left at Adena construction for as long as it lasted, because I don't want the fact that the heartline roll is now probably cut up into little enthusiasts. Well, cut up for enthusiasts to be in their gross little basements. Like, yep. So let's look at like the video. Look, own a piece of Maverick history. Did you know when Maverick was first constructed, it contained a heartline roll? That piece was replaced with an S-curve to reduce stress on the trains, but the heartline roll track remained intact. Relocated in storage until now. They cut it up and ruined it. You have a chance to own a piece of Maverick history with this limited edition.
Was it in storage though?
Yeah, like I literally have the 2 last Google Map like images of the 2 last like locations of where it's at. They're not. Yeah, they're not updated because if you look it up on both of the maps, it will show Maverick heartline roll there. But it's obviously not. But they went for Maverick pieces signed by Kerry Boldman. $299. Who's Kerry? I'm sorry. Like, but can I get this not signed? Like, oh. 100 have also been signed by Sander Kernax, representative from Maverick's manufacturer, Interride. Hold up. Are they not allowed to say Intamin? Are you fucking shitting me? Hold up. Am I going through something right now? Did Intamin just go through like a... Hold up. Y'all see him on screen right now?
Is. I've never heard of Interride.
It's like the same exact Intamin. Look at that logo. One star part. So is that like the Intamin Riot part shop? One stop shop. Parts and manufacturing, technical service and that's literally Stormrunner. And technical service and support. So I'm assuming this is like the customer service for when your Intamin ride breaks.
You have to get a ticket number on this page.
Yep. Sander was the only person to ride Maverick with this piece in place. I thought there was like a few others, but that's okay. The limited edition track piece will be sold in the park only beginning this Saturday. Well, they're gone. Because that was the 12th. If you're interested in purchasing, head to the Fastlane Line sales booth at 12 p.m. Yep. So limit 1 per guest. And yeah. I mean, honestly, 300 is better than whatever BGW was. Like 600 for theirs. So, yeah. I just wish it was staying there. So people would just see it and be like, on Google Maps forever, in its entirety, just sitting there. Just like, damn, that would have been on Maverick. But I digress. Alton Towers is teasing. Seems like they're hopefully they're doing their next secret weapon. It says altontowers.com/2025. Showing like a kind of a radioactive goo. A new ride coming 2025 to Forbidden Valley.
Oh, but we don't know what it is.
We don't know.
What could a Forbidden Valley be?
Well, I mean, I think that's where all the alien stuff resides in that park. Like, I think that's where Nemesis is and something else.
Oh, that's not the name of the project or the ride. That's just the area of the park.
Yeah. So, Bugs and Daffy will be your new PR manager, by the way.
I'm for it.
Because apparently Six Flags has announced its public relations director and social media manager for the parks in the East region. There won't be PR directors or PR managers at the park level. This restructure will make Snoopy and Bugs Bunny the face of the parks for public and media.
I don't know if I want them in charge of everything, though.
No, look, they're just going to be saying, you guys are getting Georgia Surfer. Yeah, you're getting Georgia Surfer over Georgia. Like, I'm not even going to try to do the Daffy one.
Serious problems happen. I just don't know if that tone.
Oh. You just had a stampede in your park. That sucks, Doc.
Right. Yeah, that's not going to work.
I mean, maybe that's when you have Daffy come in and say, that's despicable.
I love Daffy.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to do his impression right now, so...
He's such a hater.
GCI... So I thought this was going to be a wild news at first, but it looks like GCI Titan Track, just full-on Titan Track, like GCI hybrids are coming to more parks. So this is the last of the news, but new image of wooden coaster for Isla Magica. Yeah, that's not a wooden coaster, by the way. That's all Titan Track. And I thought this was a wild news.
Are those zero-G rolls I see?
Nah, those are just regular hills.
Oh, they look like zero-G.
Like Outer Banks. But yeah, this clearly looks... And I think they're going for that Titan Track look more because they're able to do more with the track without it actually warping the wood and making it rougher ride faster. That's the main thing they want to keep up and almost compete with RMC. I don't know if they want to do, like, renovations like they do on full-on, treatments where they change it to their Titan Track. That'd be interesting to see. But it seems like from ground up, they're definitely doing that because they have one going at Six Flags Kidia. I think it's called Colossus, but that's all Titan Track. That is all Titan Track. I'm like,
I didn't know it was them though.
But y'all have anything else here? Because we have lost a few, but
yeah, I think we closing it down a little bit short than we started out.
Look, 2.5 hours, the normal for the podcast. So I just appreciate y'all coming on.
Always, always. Just let me know. As long as I can get off work or not be at work, I can definitely be on for you.
Well, go ahead and follow BCS Black Coast Society at Black Coast Society on Instagram. Go ahead, anyone can join on up for that, for the fun. Shout outs. That we exist in this hobby, man. That we're here to stay.
Yeah, we in here.
Join us.
Yeah, seriously, anyone. Can't speak right now, but anyone can join. So, just like Smiler, join us.
I need to be corrected.
But go ahead and follow the two that are living right now. You go ahead and tell them, and I'll tell everyone the rest.
Oh, y'all can holler at me at Payloves Coasters. That's with a U. Payloves Coasters on Instagram and on YouTube.
And then Lauren.
You're most definitely welcome to follow me at Gerst Lauren, like Gerstlauren, GERSTLAUREN.
And the rest, the Stooks that was here earlier, go ahead and follow his unfortunately new one because his other one got hacked. I still want to try to see if I can find
some evil person, evil troll.
So true. So true.
Some heinous troll.
Yeah, follow Extreme Thrills _ET. And that is the Wait, is that his new one? Yeah, has to be right. Yeah.
I think so.
Got a E period T period.
Wait,
It looks like.
which one is it? Is it not? Because I know Brian is following this one. And
It's
you're
a
following
red
this one.
icon.
Yeah, I think it's him. So, Extreme Thrills _ ET. And then follow Brian at Coaster _ Shorts with a Z. And follow our man Antonio at the Willoughby Experience.
The Willoughbys.
The Willoughby Experience. But is that everyone that was on here today?
That's everybody.
Then you guys can follow us at the High Rollers DMV on Instagram and on Twitter at the High Rollers C, and me at the what is my thing? Oh shit, at West Tower Coasters, yeah. And then on Twitter, no, I don't.
Need to hit that.
And then Twitter at West Tower C. So everyone, thank you for joining in. I can't wait to recap what is happening from Cali.
In La La Land.
Yes.
I'm ready.
And we'll see y'all back then. Peace out. Take care, everyone. Never know who you be in this little hobby.